Welcome to Cool Nerd News, where our wardrobe single-handedly keeps Coles in business. My name's Scott Burnett.
Ed Good.
Devin Burke.
Steve Trezza.
So today on news, I think the biggest topic we should talk about is Spider-Man is officially, one vowel, is officially confirmed for the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, I mean, everyone kind of thought it was coming.
Yeah.
Especially after the leaks of Sony.
Yes, but now it is official. Spider-Man will be in your Avengers.
There is a new timeline for all the movies. There should be a timeline listed somewhere. I don't want to make Steve's editing job a little harder, but he should put them up here. Where there's pictures out where they cross out the dates and they put the new ones up, so it should be easy to find. Here, 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 and here.
Yes, it is.
So, what is going to happen is I think Spider-Man is going to be a stinger at the end of Civil War.
Yeah, and they're going to make him, they are going to have a Sony and Marvel co-produced Spider-Man movie that is going to take place in the MCU as far as I know.
And I forgot who it was that's producing it, but they have a huge hand in all the Marvel movies.
Kevin Feige.
Yes. Sony does have like final creative rights and all that other shit, but Marvel having a hand in it will make the best Spider-Man movie we've seen to date.
I just
I'm
hope they
confident
don't
in that.
have arguments over it, because you know how things go. It's like one person wants this thing.
And they already made casting announcements for whoever's going to be playing Peter. There's already sent out. I know one of them. There's sure faces here. If you want to do that, Trez. These are the people.
The actors.
But as you can see, all white boys.
They're going the Peter Parker route. I don't know why they want to bring
Spider-Man so bad.
They want to bring Peter Parker.
But the weirdest one I heard is Matthew something or other. He played Neville Longbottom in Harry Potter.
Ooh.
Like, granted, he's a good-looking dude now. Like, puberty did him right, so did money. But he doesn't look like Peter Parker.
He's not a Peter Parker.
He doesn't.
I just don't know why
the bottom line is
Peter Parker.
Andrew Garfield's out.
I mean, Andrew Garfield's
It's more
out.
palatable.
But like,
I really think the only reason why they
do you really want to hear the whole Peter Parker story again? Do you
But
really want to see Uncle Ben die again?
Who says we're gonna get an origin story?
I agree.
Like, you know,
So you're just gonna throw him in?
No. In the Incredible Hulk, the Edward Norton one, they had they had a soft open where it was like blah, 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 there's music and shit, and he got the gamma radiation, and then he was the Hulk. There wasn't an origin story. They can do that. They can do that way easier with the spider.
Yes. Here's what I think should happen. Please, Marvel, Sony, both of you, you can take this idea from me. No money, no nothing. Free stuff right here and ideas. A little bit of money would be great. Here's what I think should happen.
I got student loans.
Ready? New Spider-Man movie opens up. Just, like Spider-Man arched over a gargoyle, whatever. Just starts swinging. It's like, hi, my name's Peter Parker. A radioactive spider bit me. Now these cool spider powers. One day, my uncle... Devin.
Never
I
write
like you, bro.
dialogue.
That sounds like the worst idea
But
I've ever heard for...
breaking the fourth wall, too? Like, that's a very Deadpool thing to do.
No.
Damn it! That's what exactly I was gonna do. Hold on. Then, like, boom, it's like Deadpool just, like, pops. It's like, hey, everybody, listen. This is the third Spider-Man movie. We all know what happens.
Yeah, but they can't use Deadpool.
Yes, they can, because Deadpool's a movie coming out.
Nope. Fox owns Deadpool.
Oh, Fox owns Deadpool?
Yep. Technically, he's part of the X-Men.
Yep.
As far as the legal rights.
Had it.
What they're gonna do a soft open where in the opening credits, instead of that stupid spider shit that Sam Raimi did, it's just gonna be a quick, like, Peter's gonna be taking pictures of Mary Jane real creepy. He's gonna get spit, and then he's gonna be like, "Whoa, I got webs!" And then
they did back to Gwen again.
No, they just
they'll go to Mary Jane.
So here's the thing.
I just want to see the stinger at the end of Civil War. I know everything got pushed back like 4 months or something.
No, they're gonna.
Hopefully,
really think it's just gonna be the end of Civil War. You don't think he's gonna be in Civil War?
They have to cast him. They have to get all the contract shit ready. They have to start filming the Spider-Man movie for 2017. Those movies, it's 2 years away.
And Civil
That's
War
not a lot of time to make a big budget movie like that.
Civil War is
it's filming.
Yeah, it's 2 movies.
No, it's not.
No, Civil War is
No, I'm saying it's 2 movies away.
It's Ant-Man, Avengers, Ant-Man, and then Civil War.
Yeah, so I'm saying.
So
from what we have right now is
Civil War's already
coming
filming.
out is so it's only 1 movie away essentially.
So
from
wait,
what was announced and about to release.
Yeah.
Hold on, now what if they're only casting this Spider-Man as just Peter Parker, just for Civil War, and the real Spider-Man could actually be Miles.
The thing is, a lot of Civil War, I believe, is done filming.
Yes.
So
That's why I think it's going to be.
But I mean,
technical.
how many scenes could they really have with Spider-Man just getting filled up, which is kind of like not like the full threshold, but it's kind of like a major.
So could you see?
In a perfect world, what I would really want
Is Peter Parker get killed off?
would to be bring Andrew Garfield into Civil War, kill him, bring on Miles Morales in the new Spider-Man movie.
That would be awesome.
That's not going to happen.
Not gonna happen, but that's what I would.
They're not going to pay Andrew Garfield a shit ton of money to get killed off. What it's going to happen is there's going to be a stinger at the end. Maybe.
Well, Andrew Garfield's still already under contract, so Sony could be like, do it.
Or
Do you like money?
Yeah.
or what they're going to do
Or they can pay
is
him out of
the
his contract.
stinger at the end will be the origin story for Peter Parker.
I agree.
But is the Sinister Six movie still going on?
Yeah, they're doing that's
Yeah.
all.
That's
the
so
Sinister Six
weird.
and Venom.
This is so
But-
weird.
But the
Yeah,
thing is,
yeah. I don't know why they're still doing Sinister Six. I think they should just can it. I don't. It makes no. It really
But
makes no sense.
I would not be surprised at the end of Civil War, credits roll, Stinger shows up, it's Peter Parker, and then the fucking spider bites him, and it's like, and he drops the thing, and it turns around and reveals whoever the fuck Spider-Man is, and then it ends.
I could
That's true.
I could see that. I could easily
true.
see that.
Yeah.
And
And then boom, no origin story.
and then like you right, no origin story, and that soft opening
We'll
where it
give
just
him-
shows that a little
Well,
bit.
then maybe
You know.
the next, like, then maybe when they start doing the Spider-Man movie, it's not necessarily an origin story, but you see the spider bite him with the stinger, and then like all of a sudden like now he's discovering his power. So it's like not 100% origin
So-
story, but a little bit of an
Yeah.
origin
So
story.
Han, they did that in the animated series.
Mhm.
In the 90s animated series, what they did was they started off, he's Spider-Man, and through like the first like 5 episodes, I want to say, they have minor flashbacks to
Yeah.
what happened.
I highly doubt they'll do a full.
Right.
I think they're gonna give him the spider bite in the stinger. He might like he'll get bitten and you'll see like the DNA shit or whatever. And then like you said in the beginning of the movie, there'll be a soft open
Where he's like hunched over Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
You know, and
It's
it's
just like
there's
a
no
lot of-
dialogue, there's no film. It's still.
How
it's
long
like the
is
road
still.
so far kind of thing. It's like a bunch of quick
Yeah,
things,
the road
and
so
then
far.
Yeah, but how long
Yeah.
do you want that quick stuff to be? Like 2 minutes long? 10
It'll be
minutes?
like what
No,
a standard intro.
no,
Like, what's
as
that,
as
like
long
a
just do
minute
it.
30. You know?
Take what they did in Incredible Hulk, throw a Spider-Man in it.
I agree.
It'd be perfect.
I agree. That'd be
And
great.
then you can go. What villain do you think they would use?
Well, they can't. Here's the thing.
They
They
can't
did
use
so
Goblin.
many. They used so many.
Doc Ock.
They could.
They could, but they already did that with Sam Raimi.
Whatever. Do it again.
There and he's in the Sinister Six movie. It's either gonna be somebody set
How
up.
How about this? How about Hydra?
That
Hydro Man?
Yeah.
No way.
No.
He's a shitty
Mysterio
villain.
before
He's a-
that.
Oh,
Yeah,
Mysterio.
Mysterio before that.
You saw how well Sandman worked out.
Oh my
Hydra's
God, they
basically
would
the
not do
same
Hydra
thing.
Man.
Yeah, just
Shit,
water.
Water is different.
Yeah, but they're the same
The-
superhero.
Yeah, it has
The
like
effects
the,
would
the
be
Gwen
the same.
Stacy-esque kind of like thing.
That-
Not Gwen
no,
Stacy, Mary Jane.
I want to see Carnage or Venom.
Carnage will
cannot-
never happen.
Carnage will never happen correctly because you need it to be rated R.
Yep,
End of story.
because he's a
Because
murderer.
he's- yeah,
Serial.
he's
Venom, you need
killer.
a little bit more build up. You can't do that in an origin in a first movie. I
Yeah.
feel like.
At least
So,
number 2.
hold on. Do you think they?
I think Doc Ock is the biggest Spider-Man villain. I think he's
Yeah.
one of
I
the
mean,
biggest.
it'll be
I
Doc
want
Ock.
to say
Yes, I
Lizard,
think
but
you
they
got-
already did Lizard.
Yeah, they just
What
did
about
it. They're not
Han?
gonna do him again.
Exactly.
What about this?
It's been long enough time.
What about
Doc Ock.
this? Okay, not Green Goblin.
Hobgoblin.
No,
No, because that still makes no really.
it's again they kind of just did it.
Because Hobgoblin doesn't have any sort of superpowers. He is just a normal guy with Osborn tech.
Then why not just Firefly then?
You need somebody big and marketable. It'll be Doc Ock.
I
Shocker.
think it's got to be Doc Ock.
But
big-
The
Which
Shocker is just like a low-level henchman that has
the Shocker is like Electro's henchman. Literally like that to me.
Shocker.
And Electro was terrible in the second
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
I enjoyed the second Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
But
Let's
I can
stay on
see.
topic.
But yeah,
Yes.
to recap, he's gonna get the powers in the end of the stinger, soft open. Blah,
I'm
blah,
voting Doc Ock.
Yeah,
I'm voting Doc Ock.
It makes a lot of sense. Doc Ock makes, especially because
I'm
the Sinister
voting-
Six poster leaked had Doc Ock's claws in it.
I'm
Either that or
voting-
Vulture.
I'm just gonna say.
It
I'm
could be
voting
Vulture, but I still
I'm-
think Doc Ock is more of a more popular villain. I think Doc Ock is a more
Wait,
more background to him.
Moon Knight.
yeah.
That's They use Lizard, and
Saying
Lizard's a
that.
far less popular.
No, I think.
No, this is a pretty popular villain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think in terms of popular Spider-Man villains, the top 3 would be Venom, Green Goblin, and Doc Ock.
Yeah. And they can't do the first.
They can't do Venom because I think they can't do Venom.
Kingpin.
No, he's
That's
more of a Daredevil
Daredevil.
villain, and they're doing Daredevil
Daredevil.
they're doing him in
That's true,
Daredevil.
that's true, I didn't think
So
about
they wouldn't split it.
Can't do so much of the animated show.
Doesn't Kingpin bring together the Sinister Six?
Uh,
He's how they first team up.
Yeah.
with
like the
money,
Amanda
yes.
Waller.
By money.
Yeah, he's pretty much the Amanda Waller of them.
I think it was money first, and then the second one was just plainly revenge.
I still think
Yeah,
it's
they give us the
just
money.
I still think it's just gonna be Doc.
Yeah, it makes a bunch of sense. We're pretty smart, so we're bright. But
That's my vote. I'm voting
Yeah.
it's gonna be Doc Ock. Not necessarily I want it to be, but I mean I think it'll be a good movie.
who do you think could play a good Doc Ock?
Oh God, I don't even know.
Let's not do. I was gonna say Ray Liotta, but that wasn't even close.
Ray Liotta.
No, I meant the guy who played him before, but Ray Liotta came out.
I wanna
Molina.
say-
Yeah, Alfred Molina.
Alfred Molina. Yeah.
What about
Steve
the guy
Carell.
What about the guy from No Country for Old Men?
Steve Carell actually might not if he could
What,
play a
just 'cause of his
serious
bald
role.
haircut?
Did you see
I mean, he's got the-
Foxcatcher? He could do
The guy from
serious.
No Country
For Old Men.
Oh, the
Javier Bardem.
Yes.
Javier Bardem.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
right?
can see that.
You can
Actually.
see that, right?
If they already didn't use the guy who played Thanos, he would be a good one. too.
Yeah.
Josh Brolin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna use
Well,
someone.
I mean, they don't really have his face.
They're probably gonna use someone hot and hip, though. They're not gonna. They're gonna try.
Benedict
Yeah.
Cumberbatch.
No, but they're gonna. You know what they're gonna fucking.
No, you can't because Benedict Cumberbatch.
I know, that was a joke. It's just fucking never
No.
said.
Strange.
It's more.
So dumb.
But,
so
I know.
dumb.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
He's
But they're gonna use somebody
I can't
younger.
imagine
They're
what
gonna
they're
try to, like, get this to be the most pop culture friendly Spider-Man
yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Just to get the
But they
people
need
like-
it to be because
Yeah.
they need to bring Spider-Man. They need to make Spider-Man cool again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
Although they use what's his face
Spider-Man's
as
old,
Obadiah
he's
Stane,
cool.
so they
I
might not
agree,
go-
but a lot of people are over Spider-Man just because of the Amazing.
Well, no, the reason they're over there is because like we just freaking had this one. Now
Yeah.
only 7 years when there's an.
They need to do something.
The guy who played Shane in Walking Dead would be a good Doc Ock. Anybody like?
No.
But see,
I can't imagine with the bowl cut.
here's the problem. Doc Ock.
They're not gonna do bowl cut.
Yeah.
They need to do the bowl
Yeah.
cut. It's Doc Ock.
Doc Ock is an older gentleman, so you need somebody who's like 50 plus.
They're not gonna go straight.
But by the
on
time they film this, you know, like they could get an actor
You know,
40.
Yeah, I mean, they need somebody who's a little bit older. They need somebody who can do a decent, slight accent, like, a little Pennsylvania Dutch in there. And, I mean, I don't know, I can't picture too many people filling his role.
Alfred
it's-
Molina
so-
did play a good Doc Ock.
He did, and
Yeah.
that's
Oh, he
also
did.
why Spider-Man 2 is.
The best Spider-Man.
Yeah. But anyway,
It's
yeah.
up there.
It's the best of the first three. I
here's
don't know.
what's going to happen when if they cast Doc Ock, or I should say when they cast
say
Doc Ock.
best of the first three.
It is.
It is. So here's what's going to happen. We're either going to go,
Just say first three.
really? That's who they cast? Or we're going to go, oh shit, yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be the reaction. It's not going to be anywhere in between.
Same thing with actual Spider-Man. I can't.
We've just made Sony Marvel's decision. Doc Ock's going to be the first villain.
And we filled their stinger for Civil War, and we filmed the first. 10
You're welcome.
minutes of that. Yeah. We're
I
gonna,
would appreciate a
we're gonna,
kickback. Thank
we're
you.
gonna get a PO box, and you're gonna send money, lots of it, to that.
And then we will
PO
constantly
box.
plug for Sony.
Yeah, I'm wearing
We
a Sony.
will sell
I'm
out.
wearing a Sony bracelet.
We
right
will
now.
We're in a
sell out.
Skyfall bracelet.
I needed a wrist accessory. I don't like not having one. My watch is broken. Whatever.
Anyway,
Next news.
I'm
right,
feeling
so-
fabulous. Sorry.
so that's our predictions for
For
Spider-Man. Although I still really wish they'd go Miles Morales. But anyway,
All right, keep moving, Steve.
Bethesda is having its first E3 showing in ever.
Not ever, but their
a
first
while,
their
right?
first E3 showcase.
Like their own thing.
So in E3, it's just they had booths and all that other jazz. But I'm throwing out all the old people mottos today.
Go
And all that.
But it's their first individual showcase. So Ubisoft usually has one. I don't know why they put out Assassin's Creed and that's it.
That's all
And
you really
Splinter
need.
Far Cry?
Splinter Cell, Far Cry. But it's not worth the whole thing. Anyway, so
Big
for
company.
for those of you who don't know, Bethesda does a ton of awesome stuff. The Fallout series.
Elder
They do
Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls. They have Doom. Rage.
Yeah.
Nah. They did that one.
They tried.
What was the first person thing with the Native American Prey?
Oh
They
yeah,
did
Prey was good.
They were supposed to be Prey 2, but it fell through. But they have their own showcase, so there's got to be something worth putting that together.
I think
We're gonna see Doom. We're
They-
totally gonna see
Obviously, Doom is a confirmed game. There's already been like a trailer.
definitely a new
Not a
IP.
trailer, but-
There definitely has to be a new IP, especially for them to even have a showcase like this. You
They
can't
wanna show
have
something
keep
cool.
showing the same old ones. They definitely have to show at least.
I want to
one
see
new
something
one.
Elder. They're gonna show off free-to-play Elder Scrolls Online.
Yes.
That's not even Bethesda though, is it? It's
Yeah,
Zen-
Elder
it's
Scrolls.
Zen-
I don't
Elder
know.
Scrolls.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
it wasn't even them.
ZeniMax.
Even still with their name and everything, that game sucked.
If it's free, I'll play it.
Yeah.
Listen, I think it's been years since we've got a Doom. Doom 3 was the last Doom to come out.
And that
I
doesn't
was in
count.
high school when Doom 3 came out.
So you want like a
It's,
Doom number?
It's
what you're saying?
no,
Or you
no,
want
no,
64?
No,
It's,
it
it's
is.
just gonna be just Doom. I feel
There's
like.
video footage
I
out
agree.
there of
I
Doom,
agree.
so it'll
It's-
be there.
It'll
It-
just be
It's gonna be good. Every Doom has been good. I think.
If they release a Fallout 4,
Doom for N64. You thought was good.
Oh, I'm talking about Doom 2, and Doom 3.
I'll do-
All right.
Doom, the original Doom is fucking amazing.
It's amazing.
That,
I love
that was one of the
gun-
first.
the gun right in the middle.
Yep.
Like my dad played Doom. That's how
BFG.
good Doom was.
I
Like
remember I
I
fired up my
always
parents.
question that. Like, was his arm like
Yeah.
his chest?
He held
Was
the
he
came
an
out-
alien?
The BFG.
even though
he held
it's
like
not
this.
the first person shooter, it's the first most memorable.
Yeah.
Besides
Yeah,
I remember
Wolfenstein
firing
was
up my
the first-
parents'
Yeah, Wolfenstein
second
was
computer.
well. Yeah, I guess Wolfenstein is the first.
Hitler was in that one.
But Doom was way better than Wolfenstein, and Doom that was one of the first games I think I've ever played actually.
Seriously,
And I can still play it. Like it's still good today.
Wolfenstein looked like that maze screensaver on Windows
Yeah,
95,
yeah.
but you threw a gun in it.
I remember firing up my parents' second computer they ever owned. It was an old IBM,
Mhm.
and what was the only icon on the screen?
Doom.
Because
And
everything
I
else,
installed it with a floppy disk, and it took 2 days.
and it wasn't the 3.5-inch floppy disk. It was the big floppy disk.
The actual floppy one.
disk, Yep.
Oh.
It's so floppy.
All of that for 3 MBs. everybody.
But I'm hoping and praying to any kind of video game god that we have a next-gen Fallout game.
I'm sure we will.
Oh dear
that's a very
God,
strong one.
because Fallout New Vegas was meh. and
Fallout 3 was fantastic.
What's wrong with Mars?
Fallout 3 was so good, and New Vegas was meh. But
It was good, but there
It-
was
it
definitely a
did-
little more.
it didn't grab me like Fallout 3 did. I remember I
I
bought
wasn't sure
Fallout
which
3.
one was more glitchier though, 3 or 4.
They're always
Vegas.
open world games.
I know. I would love for if they make Fallout 4 and they say, if they said this like guaranteed no glitches at launch, I'd be like, I'm already sold.
Nobody's ever says guaranteed.
Yeah, they
no
can't.
glitch.
I know.
that.
No, but they're
But-
really known for like largely glitches. But since it's been,
They're funny though,
oh yeah,
especially with Twitch streaming now. It would be real good. But when I played Fallout 3 originally, I got to like the out of the pod, and I was like, I don't want to play
Nuketown.
this. Yeah, no, and I played the first pod, the underground like thing, and I was like, I don't want to play this. I picked it up years later, and I put embarrassing amount of hours into that game, like
Just
unhealthy.
the exploring. Like you could go anywhere. You could do so
Yeah.
much.
And once you get to a certain like power level, almost, I guess,
Did-
like
did-
you get like a certain amount of weapons and a certain amount of stats and stuff.
It's over 9,000.
Yeah, that was coming.
I gotta ask.
oh look,
did you,
wait, now we got
did-
downvote because of that.
did you
because
nuke
of
the town?
Yeah, I nuked the town.
Who didn't nuke
Who
the
nuked
town?
it? Tell us in
I
the
feel like
comments.
everyone was like, yeah, well, that's what you get for living around a nuke.
Tell us in the comments down below if you nuked whatever that town was.
All 22 of you.
Yeah.
Megaton.
Yeah.
Megaton.
Megaton. Nuketown is Call of Duty.
Nuketown was Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, Call of Duty, bro. Yo, jump on. I'll beat your ass anytime. I'm gonna call you gay on Xbox Live
Alright,
at my mom's house.
comic book news.
Alright, so on to comic book news.
So DC changed the Suicide Squad again. Not only did they change it, they superpowered it. They gave it a ton of, I think,
People with superpowers.
a little overpowered, if you ask me. The new additions are Parasite, most famous from the Superman series. He steals energy. And
Anybody
Everyone's
he
saying-
touches, he steals like their life force. He's pretty much the rogue
yeah.
of Superman.
Black Hand is like an undead Green Lantern villain.
Yeah, he's an undead lantern. He's the Black Lantern.
Yep. Poison Ivy. If you don't know who Poison Ivy is, click the back button on your browser because you shouldn't be watching this video.
Yep.
Reverse Flash. Also, see our other Flash videos if you need to know.
Yep.
And Talon. He's an assassin of the Court of Owls,
Yep.
which is new to Batman. I didn't read it.
Oh,
Court of Owls
it's
is
pretty
great.
good.
It's great.
It's really
He's
good.
pretty much an overpowered assassin who has lived a long time.
Super Batman.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like, superhero, supervillain teams are constantly changing all the time.
And that's
Well, Suicide Squad always changes.
Especially with Suicide Squad, because when a member of them dies, they introduce a new member.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
well, since now the
But
new
this
52 is
is-
done, this is going to be their new Suicide Squad. I think I'm going to pick up on it because it's a new
Right.
thing. A little more news. Diggle is rumored to be Jonathan Stewart Diggle, which would make him the Green Lantern on Arrow.
Please make this
Do it,
happen.
please.
So
Please make this happen.
This has been moving around online a long time, ever since we first start seeing a little backstory for John Diggle. I mean, he was quoted in an interview.
It's saying, I think they don't want anybody to know yet, and they haven't even told me. They've told me that they're thinking about it, and they're considering it. So, that's really promising. Please do it.
Yeah,
Come on.
another
It's
thing
so
that-
cool. We need a Green Lantern show.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'll watch it. I'll buy a shit ton of TVs and then tune it in to the
Ryan
CW.
Reynolds.
Yeah.
And then,
Hey,
just so you
Ryan
guys get
Reynolds.
more views, we need this show. We need it. We need it. We need it.
Yeah, and then tie it in. It would be great. Before
mean-
you know it, we'll have the Justice League show.
Right.
That's what
And
they're
then-
doing. They're making a TV Justice
Yep.
League.
And then on top of that, because
Because
there
they know
was
the
there was
movie's
actually
terrible.
there was a comic run of it was a team up of Green Arrow and Green Lantern. It ran for like 17 issues or something.
Team
like
Green.
That. Yep.
Yeah.
But also
Green with
the
NJ
other thing
would be a
Diggle,
good
the other thing
influence.
David Ramsey said in that interview was how even if he knew, he wouldn't tell us.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't answer the question. They would ask him if he knew, and he would just not answer the question.
Yeah.
Right now, he's saying, "I don't know."
So,
So,
that's it. We'll start a campaign, a Kickstarter or something. Diggle for Green Lantern.
Diggle for Green Lantern.
Hashtag Diggle for Green Lantern.
Check out our other videos. Make sure you like, favorite, subscribe as well.
Please do it. We want to be
we-
famous.
we
Please.
need-
I don't
we
want
need-
to work anymore.
We need the subscribers.
God, it's 9 to 5s are fun.
Until then, we will see you next week on Nerd News.
Stay tuned for cool shit. Like Walking Dead reviews and other stuff.